Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Spirit Journey. And today is January 3rd, 2021. I almost caught myself, yeah, 2021. And the time is 4:44 a.m. in the morning. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, you see that it's still dark outside. I've been up almost an hour. Yeah. I hope you all are having a good new year. Yep, January 3. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Yeah, I stayed in all yesterday. The sky initially looked beautiful. I just felt like staying in bed. It was a little cool in the apartment, and I was too lazy to really. I just. I felt okay. Sometimes you just want to stay at home. The day before, I did go out, and I just felt like chilling out a little bit. Yeah, it looked beautiful, the sky, until, until, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, as I said, the sky looked beautiful until, yeah, this is the New York City skyline that you're looking at right now. Just trying to position my camera so you can really see um, a nice location. Yeah. Oh, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Mm. Yeah, I'm sitting up right now. Absolutely gorgeous, the skyline. I always like this time of day. Absolutely beautiful. And I hope the audio is okay too. Yeah, I remember the last time audio was bad. They had that I must not have put something in, the connector in all the way. Yeah. So just make sure everything's plugged in. Yeah, so yes, I just stayed in. And towards the end of the day, it was approaching, what was it, about 4 o'clock or so? I wanted to take another look at the beautiful sky until I saw something. Yeah, I think um, yeah, I got out of bed to just take a look at the beautiful sky because, the sun would be going down shortly, since it was around 4 o'clock, and by 4:30 or so, it's very dusky. And again, it was just moments before I was looking at the sky until, yeah, I got up, took a look at the window, and yeah, the sky had a big X on it. Chemtrails. I said, what a perfect X. And I looked around, I see more. I said, I bet this is a chemtrail. Because then you can see, yeah, and I think at that point I grabbed my phone to take a video of it. Yeah, you can see that coming from the trails, that you saw it like disintegrating, like the particles started coming downward. I said, oh shoot. And so I took the video of it. I uploaded two quick ones. They were like 2 minutes plus each. And the second one, brief one I did, I saw the plane. Yeah. Says I should let me. I said, no, I just took a video. Let me take this one with the plane actually doing it. Yeah, something is going on. Something is happening, people. That was yesterday, January 2, 2021, was the first time I saw, I mean, to see a chemtrail. It actually was XXX. My goodness, yeah. The initial one that I saw that was straight ahead, and then there was uh, others. Actually, yes. Good morning, viewer. Good morning. Yeah, just talking about those chemtrails I saw yesterday. XXX. There were three X's. Actually, just doing after I did the short videos. That's when I really started. I said, "Hey, those are three X's." Yep, couldn't believe it. Yeah, something is up. I never saw. I don't recall ever seeing chemtrails. Not like that. Not a letter X. Why an X? Why? Isn't that almost like hexing someone, XXX, over a city? And they're doing this over um, New York and Jersey because right across the water, this is towards the west side of New York City, is New Jersey. So it's going over a whole city and part of Jersey. I said, wow. But it's over my city where I live. And I have a problem with that. I have a problem of people doing something and knowing that there's fear out there and knowing that there is some type of condition. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up, people. Thank you for the thumbs up. Good morning, good morning, happy new year. Yes. So what's going on? XXX, I should be telling you something. They want to X you out. That is an evil way to hex a city, to curse a town. You put an X, like you're Xing something out. Well, this is something. And when I was actually watching it yesterday afternoon, the significance of an X, I was just noticing that it was a chemtrail, but there were three X's. And they never tell you about it. They never say, okay, we're going to be spraying the city or something like that. They don't say anything. Why did they feel a need to XXX the city, New York City? And you have people who have compromised breathing, right? You have people with asthma, and then with this alleged COVID, this this COVID scare, and they're to do that. Isn't that disrespectful to do that to someone? I don't know. I don't know what's going on now. But it's interesting that in a couple of days, they're going to certify the electorals, what the vote is for the electoral college. So who's going to be sworn in? Is it something to pacify us? Is it? It's something. Why now? Why don't they ever announce what they're going to be doing in the sky upon the people? Yeah, I didn't call. Oh, what did I do yesterday? But right after I saw the X's in the sky, the chemtrails, I was gonna call. Yeah, I did call. Not that I was going to call. That's right. I did call 311, and I think it was 311 or 411. I forget now, but one of those two. And we were disconnected. they say, okay, please wait for an agent to come on or something like that, and I'm waiting, and then it drops. There's a busy signal. So I said, oh, no, just forget about it. And I did the video. But yeah, I wanna let people know about this. I did call. Oh, what was that? I think it was on the 20th. There was it was that day when I learned about the stand down. The cops are to stand down in New York City. So if you're in trouble, the cops are instructed not to get involved. Wow. And here they're getting paid. They're supposed to be getting paid to protect. And there was another thing. It was that, and oh, it was something else. It'll probably come to me. Yeah, so it was those two things. And so I called it a complaint. Yeah, you can call. Like I called to get the number of the police commissioner and what was the other number? And the mayor's office. The police commissioner, they're not allowed to give the number, and the mayor's office, they say you can leave the message with us, and we pass it on to the mayor's office. We have that ability. No one got in contact with me. Yeah, I wish I could remember the second reason why I called. There was two incidences. Oh yeah, yeah. Over the summer, that I was groped. So it was about the seriousness that we need the police, and um, yeah, someone had wanted to rip me off. Yeah, it was a security guard um, right beside me, and uh, an individual was going to enter the foyer where I was, and when they saw the security guard, they abandoned their mission. And the security guard shared me what almost happened because, like, as I was finishing up what I was doing, I was just small talking to the guy, the security person. And I think in my talking to him, sees I have a personality, and I was friendly, and so he shared me what was going on, what was going to happen, or what he sensed what was going to happen shortly if the guy didn't see him. See, the guy that was going to, the guy that was going to come into the foyer was a criminal and a known of by the guy. And the alleged, potential criminal didn't initially see the security fellow. But then as he approached the door, then saw him, the security guy, he left. Yeah, the security guard had on, the uniform. It could almost look like a police officer's uniform. So I think it scared him away, you know. So he was nice enough to tell me what happened, and that the police, he said, don't go outside. Try not going outside in the future because it's um, a lot of stealing going on, a lot of criminality. So you don't have to go outside. Do not go outside. Stay at home. And the police were um, told not to get involved. So I said, so um, I was upset by that information, and I said, this is ridiculous. I said to myself. And so I called to complain. That's what happened. Yeah. So I think it was the 20th of December 2020. So, yeah. So I want to be heard. But it seems like, you can do all the right things. You could complain. You could, peacefully. And, they don't seem to want to get in contact. I don't want to wait a month to get a response or a year. Um, This is criminal. This is criminal. It's looking to cause harm when you say you don't want to get involved. When you instruct the police, don't get involved, only if it's considered urgent. Getting ripped off is urgent. So this is, we're paying for these people. We're paid their salaries. And it's their job, right? Don't they make an oath or something to protect the people? And now seeing an X, a triple X over my hometown, um, is awful. This is awful. This is awful. So you're going to start wondering why maybe you find yourself coughing more. Well, because they're putting things in the sky, and I'm glad I got my camera. I'm glad I got it out both times. And that you saw the plane. The second short clip was the showing the plane making it. No one should be making anything above where you live. They can just go in their house and put an X in their house. But you're going over a whole city. Yes, good morning, good morning. Hey, Yakov. Tic-tac-toe X's, I see them a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen them before. I've never seen it. I've heard of the topic of, chemtrails. That was with the late talk show host um, Art Bell. Yeah, Art Bell was the first person um, to discuss it. Vapor trail. Yeah, this wasn't no vapors. No, it stood there and then it started dripping like. Yeah, it started to disintegrate and you see the particles coming down. Yeah. Yeah, because see, it lingers and then it dissipates. See, a regular plane, it dissipates immediately, but this one lingers for quite a while. It starts to disintegrate and I guess the wind disperses it. But they're dispersing it over your city. This is evil. This is an evil that they're doing. And funny enough, I was just watching videos yesterday. And one of the videos I saw was called, I think it was the movie Contained. Contained. And that one, ironically, oh, I think that one also had, yeah, that's right. It talked about chemtrails. You discovered towards the latter part of the movie, it was a long movie, and it was after 9/11 that movie was made because it talked about it. But it looks older, the movie. But anyway, uh, it was about a pharmaceutical gets a contract with the city, I think. Yeah, they get a contract, and they they sent out a pathogen. They put they used an airline and they contaminated their fuel. And this fuel compromised the people's immune system and people were getting sick big time. They had like these sores, these black sores all over their body. And they were dying quickly. They died quickly, the people. And someone had found out about the secret. And so this person had a brother who found out about the secret about um, the fuel that they use for the airlines, and he was murdered. And the brother, the surviving brother, meets up with someone else that's in the, concerned about the environment, and the chemtrails, hooks up with him. And that person eventually got in contact with a doctor who studies these contagious diseases, and they eventually share with them what uh, started this plague. And it turns out that the people involved in all this is a pharmaceutical who has waiting the vaccine, the antidote. And so it was a money thing. Let's get people sick, dying, and we'll take all the profits from the making of the vaccine. Hello. Hello. What did I just talk about yesterday? What did I show yesterday? Chemtrails. Chemtrails. And people are getting sick. You don't think people get sick from those chemtrails? What are they? Anybody, any private, you know, uh, um, any private, someone who has a plane or who could hire someone, uh, they could do anything, right? Just like you have people who have money who can put a rocket up in space, right? How did they get a license to put something out in space? I don't know. That these are private individuals with money. How do these people, how do they have the audacity to do that to you? It's something, and they move about arrogantly. It should be a crime. How could they do that? These aren't human beings. These aren't human. They have money. Bill Gates is not even a doctor. He's a college dropout, that guy. A college dropout, but everybody listens to him. And they showed a picture of Gates in some black country in Africa putting medicine in this infant's mouth. Now, he didn't have on gloves or a lab coat or anything. So he's practicing medicine without a license. He is practicing medicine without a license when he administers so-called medicine to these people. Shouldn't he be arrested for that? Oh, but that's in Africa, right? Yeah, well, those Africans better arrest him. They better get rid of him and put him in jail. When you're that rich, you can be, let's see, you can be and do what you want. Okay, use tab block the sun, or to block the sun, to reduce global warning blame humans for this condition. But it's really the sun is getting hotter is when a great solar burst is coming. It happens every 1200. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's very upsetting. It's very, very upsetting to do that. Yeah, 2046. Mm. Oh, it's not warmer. It's not getting warmer. It's getting cooler. I had a professor when I was in college. Yeah, I had re-entered college after a big break. And yeah, I finished in 2011. So this could have been around 2009. No, 2007. 2007, I forgot. Yeah, that's right, 2007. And the my professor was talking about um, global warming. And I was new with all that talk, but I would eventually see the chart, the global warming chart. And actually, the temperature is warming. The trend now is slowly going down the temperature. So this global warming thing is, it's not real. The trend now is going down. And it cycles. And it's to put fear in the public so they can pass certain laws, whatever. Yeah, they're a bunch of liars. They're a bunch of liars. Let's see. Radiation, not air temperature. Oh, okay. Okay, it is hotter in the winter time. It's burning my skin. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. The sun is, how'd it go now? It's we're closer. Oh, we're closer to the sun in the winter up north, but the earth is tilted away from the sun, so it compensates that way. Yeah. So I don't know about this. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed that it's war to put chemtrails over a population, and it's something because see the uh, inauguration will be in a couple of weeks, and they'll be certifying the votes, either the 5th or the 6th of this month. That's just in 3 or 4 days. What's it? Let's see. No, today's the third. No, 2 to 3 days. Excuse me. 2 to 3 days from now, they will be certifying the electoral votes. So we're going to know officially who got what. They should do a recount with all these, and I watched many of the hearings. I watched them. Some of them were 6 hours long, and I watched it. And these were people, credible people who worked during, in the voting thing, and they gave their story, their testimony. And for that alone, for all those people, they should have a recount, and if necessary, because see, every vote should be listened to. I mean, every vote should be counted. Every legal vote should be counted. So I think with all this happening so close, because in 2 to 3 days, what was in those chemtrails? Is it something to pacify? Is it something to make you aggressive? Well, it already fell down to the sky. And so we're going to see shortly what the behavior of the people are. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out if there's more violence, more whatever. So I'm glad I was inside. I stayed in all that day. So it dissipated, and but see, it's blowing around in the air. Oh, horrible, horrible. Yeah, I am deeply concerned about all this. Yeah, there's going to be a rally, a big rally in D.C. I would love to go. I'm not going to go though. I have my little dogs. One thing if someone has a car, a private car or something, and I'm hitching around, but you know, I don't want my little babies here to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt either. But ideally, I would like to go. I would like to go. But again, you never know. Yeah, it's supposed to be a big rally, a peaceful protest. Um, yeah, this is, stop the steal. You have people who are, I mean, even if there was no election fraud, uh, Biden's is compromised big time through his son receiving these monies. They were accusing Trump for something that they were doing, buying favoritism. They were not buying, they were receiving money from China and doing business with Ukraine. And it was all on the down low. All illicit, very, very problematic. And in my opinion, it appears to be like treason. He had information on his laptop. Yeah, I watched a video on that. The store owner, and it turns out the guy is an albino, and with albinism, you're considered legally blind. But yes, he works in a shop that does repairs for computers and things like that. And now they want to, what's the word? To not value what he says because he is considered legally blind, and uh, that the person that he saw couldn't have been him, couldn't have been Hunter Biden. But the guy's ID, his signature, he had a sign for it. And they also want to get him for hacking. And he had all the paperwork. So they to see how why is it that with the rich and powerful that they can say outlandish lies, but the poor man tell the truth, but he's put in jail? Why is that? Why is it that they listen to the rich liar, but if you're poor, they don't listen to you? Well, maybe someone is being bought off. You know, may truth arise in all this. See, truth has to rise up. You cannot erase the truth. You could try to hide it. Yeah, just for him being compromised like that to get a sick man in office, and they didn't. What's the word? They didn't campaign. There was no campaign. So someone is not eager for the office, but just wants to receive it, hand it on a platter. I have no respect for. If you want something, you better work towards it, and not have someone give you it through stealing an election. It shows they don't respect the position. They don't respect you. I hope he does not get sworn in, Biden. He cheated on his paper. He lied about his position, his graduation class, and he plagiarized a paper when in school. And remember, he didn't win the first time. Some past election thing, he was disqualified because of that. Remember? So all of a sudden now he qualifies for president. He did his time under Obama. Why would they have this guy? Well, I guess he was compromised, and he's to finish his task under Obama. So Obama started it, and then they want, I guess, Biden to continue. It's all what do you call um, a communist takeover, in my opinion. I don't want any communism in this country. We don't need it. It's a bad system, and it's an enslavement system. I don't want that. And under President Trump, I did very well. Things were more stable. I mean, there were homeless people at one point. Yeah, the homelessness, new people. It was starting to attract. New York City was attracting people from other states coming in, and with their pit bulls. Yeah, that was problematic. So that's a we'll find out shortly. It's just a matter of days with the electoral vote, who will receive it, and then the inauguration. Yeah. So I love my country. I love my country. It's far from perfect, but I want to keep what is good. So that's all I'll talk about with the chemtrails, and again, leading up to the electoral votes and the inauguration for the presidency. Yeah, I had a vision. Yeah, I've been having I haven't been mentioning all the visions. Some of them I just don't really know how to communicate what I saw. Yeah, it seems like now it's getting more detail, but again, it's so brief. And I was like seeing many different things, but it's so brief what I'm seeing. Well, at least for today, let me tell you what I saw today. Um, Another wall. Yeah. I was looking upward, and there's a some like a retaining wall or something. I believe it was inside. Yes, I was inside of some building. It looked like um, some type of office building. It wasn't like anyone's home. It was a a facility of some type, and it was a tall wall, at least 6 feet high, because I remember I was looking upward, and it looked newly painted. It was a dingy pale mustard yellow color, a very institutional, paint. Something like you get a contract, a business contract, and you get the cheapest one, and you get, this is the standard color. And it was brick. Yeah, it was a brick wall, just a standard, everyday bricks, and it was painted that color, and it was like a gloss. It was a gloss paint, high gloss paint. And then beyond that, like, you could see that there was some type of ledge. And then I remember seeing a bench, and it was a lady's back, small frame, salt and pepper here, came a little bit below the shoulders, and just sitting there, back turned to me. And what else? Yeah, and there was a wall in front also, the same color. It was a brick wall. I don't remember if there was windows, but I remember at one point, as I stared at it, like I find now with the early morning visions that I have, that's when, for those who are new who are watching this, when I wake up in the morning, from sleep or dreaming, uh, I lie still in bed, I keep my eyes closed, and I'm in full awareness. And if I just s- uh, look straight ahead with my eyes closed, would materialize something. It could be an image, it could be something like an active scene. And so this is what happened to me today. Yeah, so if I continue staring at one spot, sometimes it gets increases the clarity. And I saw that at one point, like something like a slight shimmer, like something was going to materialize, and then I saw a a like like from a lock, like you you know in those doors, it's a slide lock. It's like the like a shaft with a knob on it, and you just pull it across, and it goes through the eye of something, the where the shaft is to go through the eye of it, and it locks it. It's just a standard old-fashioned lock, and I saw that on the wall, and that's what materialized. And that it also was painted over. Yeah, that weird mustard yellow color. Yeah, and everything it looked new. Everything was clean and everything, you know. Um, I had other visions the day before, but I wish I could remember. Yeah, I find that my memory, like, yeah, my memory I see that is changing. Yes. Has anybody else? Is your memory also, you find it, short-term memory, when you want to recall something? Like I can do, my everyday tasks, whatever, but let's say, hey, when did that such and such happen? To recall it. That I find being compromised now. Yeah. I hope it's not these devices. I have been using them often now. So, uh, got to break out of that. Yeah. So that was the vision that I had for today. And I'll try to share more visions for this brand new year. Yeah, it seems like now I'm seeing more details. At one point, latter in the year of 2020, I stopped really seeing visions for a couple of months, and I wasn't able to see anything really. And then now it's picking up again. Now I'm starting to see a lot of little things, but it's real brief, um, but they're detailed scenes and a lot of shapes and things like that. I don't know what they are. It's nice to look at, but I don't understand what I'm seeing. So that's about it. So I thank you guys for this beautiful, beautiful early morning. Yes, it is now. My clock says 5:26. It's like 2 minutes slow. Yeah, it's morning time. Yes, beautiful time of day. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and yeah, have a good sleep. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna start my day now. Yeah, yeah, Yakov, it's good to see you again. Yeah, I'm gonna start my day. I have to clean something and put fresh water in my dog's bowl and get my water. Yeah. I thank you for this day. Oh, now it's a dream time for. Oh, okay. That's funny. Yeah, dream time. Yeah, still stay safe. Stay safe. And yeah, keep an eye out for those chemtrails too. So this is Spirit Journeys signing off. Bye bye.